Happy morning, everyone, and welcome back to our eTech TV. We are now in the Empowerment Technologies Quarter 2, Module 2, ICT as a Platform for Change. So, here, what I need to know. So, ito yung pinaka goal at the end of this module. You are expected to understand the importance of ICT as a platform for change, understand the events that ICT help realize, and also use prior ICT knowledge in planning a campaign using online resources. So, yun yung tatlo na objectives natin for this module. So, what I know, so tingnan natin dito, i-identify nyo what particular ICT tools o kaya website were used for each. So write your answer sa notebook. So you only write the letter of your answer. For example, meron tayo dito yung mga event. Meron tayong Million People March. Anong ICT tool ang ginamit or platform ang ginamit para maisakatuparan or ma-realize ang mga event na to? EDSA DOS, EDSA People Power Revolution, Yolanda People Finder, Petitions for Change. So sa kabila yung mga picture ng mga tool na ginamit. So here sa letter A, meron tayong Veritas 846, Radyo Totoo, meron tayong Google, tapos meron tayong change.org, the words platform for change. We also have the Facebook. And letter E, meron tayong, I think these are Text Brigade or the cell phone na ginamit. So you have to choose, you recall your experience if you are there already during those events. Next, let's proceed sa lesson 6. Sa lesson 6 natin, we have to share anecdotes of how he or she used ICTs to be part of a social movement, change, or cause to illustrate aspects of digital citizenship. Does the Philippine we know today become what she is without ICT? So let's try to imagine that. Siguro most people argue that we are lag behind when it comes to technological advancement. But that does not mean that we have not used what we have to our benefit. Like now, na pang ilan ba tayo sa Asia, second to the last na pinakamabagal yung internet natin compared to other Asian nations. And yun, medyo lag behind tayo when it comes to those. And for a moment, imagine that the internet has disappeared and will never be back. What do you think will happen? Di ba parang, oh my God, walang internet. So, ano kaya yung buhay no? You just try to imagine. So, sabi nga nila, you never miss the water until the wells run dry. And maybe the same saying goes for the internet. How many times has your ICP or yung internet service provider deprived you of your rights to access the internet? Somehow, minsan nawala lang siya ng konti, nag-rattle ka na. So, ano-ano na yung pinagsasabi mo? So, how many times have you been frustrated? But besides not being able to update what you had for dinner last night or updating your profile picture, there are actually far bigger things this world would have missed without the internet. In fact, ICT in general has played a key role in our history. Kasi yung ICT is used as a medium for advocacy. When we say advocacy, ito yung speaking up for others. Parang you have this strong will to protect others, to speak for others. It aims to speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves or those who need their voices to be amplified. So these people are the most vulnerable in society. Therefore, importante na i-defend and i-uphold natin yung rights. It is also important na i-consider what they have to say when decisions that will affect them greatly are being made. So doon pumapasok yung mga advocacy na yung mga pinaglalaban talaga natin. What's in? So looking back at history natin, Philippines demonstrated unity for a call to action or social change. And the use of ICT made these campaigns more for social change a success. ICT played an important role talaga sa recent history ng Pilipinas. Given the events that had happened in our country, so i-identify lang natin yung gamit ng ICT sa mga event. So write the letter of your answer in your notebook. So first is, I think this is the Yolanda People Finder. Yung recent storms sa Pilipinas kung saan nag-give birth siya to the People Finder database na powered by Google nung during Typhoon Yolanda. Yung People Finder during that time, napaka vital tool for people across the globe para i-track yung situation of their relatives. This proved to be successful and is now adopted by more organizations to help people track relatives during calamities. Yung number 2 natin is the EDSA. Sino nga ba naman ang di makakalimot dyan? So, yung EDSA o yung tinatawag nating People Power Revolution. The People Power Revolution lasted from 1983 hanggang sa 1986. So, during a radio broadcast of Radio Veritas, si Cardinal Sin, in-encourage niya yung mga Filipino to help end the regime of then President Ferdinand Marcos. A major protest took place along EDSA from February 22 to 25, 1986, involving 2 million Filipinos from different sectors. Wow! This included yung civilians, yung political parties, yung military, and yung mga religious groups. The radio broadcast helped change the course of the history. Without it, siguro Filipino would not have been moved into action. Napakalaki nung naiambag ng radio broadcast na yon. Next, yung number 3, yung EDSA 2001. I think this is the Million People March. I know, it's not that. Ang EDSA 2001 is the EDSA DOS na tinawag din. Ito yung 2001 revolution na nangyari noong January 17 to 21, 2001. It was fueled after 11 prosecutors of then President Joseph Estrada walked out of the impeachment trial. So as a result, the crowd in EDSA grew over the course of a few days through text brigades. Like the first People Power Revolution, EDSA DOS, would not have been successful without the text brigades. Tapos, yung last natin dito is the Million People March. Ito naman, series of protests that mainly took place in Luneta Park noong August 22 to August 2013, 22 to 26, 2013. There were also several demonstrations that happened around key cities in the Philippines and some locations overseas. It was to condemn yung misuse ng PDAP, yung Priority Development Assistance Fund. Though dubbed as Million People March, yung number ng total attendees was only 400,000. Hindi talaga sila umabot ng million. Despite that, it was still considered a success and clearly demonstrated how powerful social media campaigns are. The organizers and promoters of Million People March use Facebook and Change.org as their mediums. Imagine, no? And now, what's new? Do you have an idea about Change.org? Well, it is an ICT platform for advocacy, gaya nung ginamit doon sa Million People March. If you want to make a difference, you may start a petition using this platform. I think some of you already experienced to, kumbaga, nag-login na dito, nag-file na ng petition or sumama na sa petition. Yung change.org kasi is a free, easy-to-use platform that connects you to a community of over 180 million passionate supporters. Ang change.org is dubbed as the world's platform for change kasi lahat yata all over the world using this platform where anyone from the online community can create a petition and ask others to sign it. Dati, I still remember na yung papel pinapasa lang, but now it's pinapasa para dun sa petition para mag-solicit ng mga signature. But now, mas madali na lang kasi nga may mga online na tayo. Wherein they can create a petition and ask others to sign in it. During the past times, petitions are only done through signing a paper. Yun yung binanggit ko, usually done by a group asking for signatures via travel. Yung change.org gives access to more people by allowing the online community to affix their digital signatures on petition. So what is it? So signing an online petition. Ito yung gagawin ninyo, how to sign an online petition. You have to visit yung change.org. Punta kayo doon. Type nyo lang change.org in the search box of the Google Chrome. Second, change.org works this way. If this is your first time nyo to use change.org, i-click nyo yung sign up or log in gamit ang inyong Facebook. Same like other apps na ginagamit ninyo. Otherwise, just input your login details. Next, you can start your own petition, but for now, i-click nyo lang on any petition you want under trending petitions. Okay, click lang kayo doon kung alin sa palagay nyo yung gusto nyo. And then, i-read yung petition description to see if this petition matters to you. May significant ba yan sa'yo? Kung wala, syempre, you choose another. If it is may significance sa'yo, sign the petition by filling up the information on the right side of the screen. Share the petition sa Facebook mo para i-promote ito. So, same like yung nagawa na ni Mark Gabriel Musni na sinay niya and then nakapost na sa Facebook niya. Sinay niya rather. Next, what's more? So, eto, you complete lang the table. So, gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, nagbigay ako ng mga date at saka yung mga medium na ginamit nila para sa mga certain event. So, you just complete this table. So, anong year nangyari ang People Power Revolution at anong medium ang ginamit? How about the EDSA DOS, the Million People March, and the Typhoon Yolanda? For our independent assessment 1, so you draw computer ba to if the statement is true, otherwise write the word false. Okay? So para hindi na kayo mag-drawing siguro, you just simply true na lang ang sabihin ninyo para wag na kayong mag-drawing. Okay? So okay na sa akin yung true. So, Regio Veritas was where Cardinal Sin used to call on the Filipino people to support the rally against President Marcos. Totoo ba to o hindi? Million People March happened during August 22, 2016, 2013. That was caused by the misuse of the pork belly. Okay. Next is People Power Revolution mainly happened in Luneta Park. Is it true or false? Yolanda People Finder allows individuals to post messages and search for the result for the status of family and friends affected by the disaster in November 8, 2013. Next, EDSA DOS was a political protest from January 17 to 20, 2001 that peacefully overthrew the government of Joseph Estrada. Is it true or false? For our independent activity 2, if you are to make a change in your community, so syempre observe mo kung gusto mong magkaroon ng pagbabago sa community mo or sa bansa mo, syempre start muna tayo sa community natin. Ano kaya yon? What would it be? On the listed petitions, what do you think is of the highest priority? So, tignan natin and demands immediate action of change. I-explain nyo yung answer nyo into 1 to 2 sentences. Write your answer sa separate sheet of paper. Sa abuse of human rights ba? Sa animal abuse? Sa criminal injustice sa community ninyo? Or you have these economic problems? How about the environmental concerns? Yung human health concerns? The lack of education? World hunger? So, i-follow nyo tong format in answering. My priority is, bakit yun ang priority mo? Ano ba yung reason behind na yun yung napili mo? Next, independent assessment 2. So, you are going to create your own poster based doon sa petition mo that you have chosen doon sa activity 2. The poster will have may statement siya consisting ng 10 to 20 words lang. So, tignan natin yung example sa baba and isulat mo lang sa separate sheet of paper mo. Okay? So, mas maganda since poster yan, lagay mo sa bond paper. Okay? Para ma-identify ko na, ay, ito yung poster niya na naglalaman ng 10 to 20 words. Ang example natin is why increase the statutory rape age. O, parang ito yung binaba yung edad nung kakasuhan na for rape. Is low such statutory rape age allow rapists of children to get away with their crime and victimize more children? Okay? Parang yun yung concern niya. So, sa inyo, syempre, i-align nyo dun sa petition. So, independent activity 3 naman. So, now, may poster ka na. It is time for you to create a write-up about the problem similar to change.org petition. Write it on a separate sheet of paper. So, tignan natin yung example. Did you enjoy, yung Child Rights Network started this petition to House of Representatives. So, did you enjoy it? Parang this is just one of the extreme questions being asked of child rape victims as young as 12 years old in court hearing. So, ganun pala. So, tinatanong kung in-enjoy niya ba yun. Kasi, under our law, sexual intercourse with a child as young as 12 is not automatically considered as child rape. We have seen numerous cases of children recounting. We need to amend our anti-rape law. So, kailangan daw i-amend, baguhin. The Child Rights Network pushes to increase the age to determine statutory rape in the Philippines from 12 to at least 16 years old. So, pinapa-change siya ng from 12 going hanggang 16 years old. The child only needs to prove na dalawang bagay, his or her age, and that's the sexual act happened. So, yon nilagay niya, we must protect our children now. So, if you wish to ask question, request for a partnership, yon. So, yon. You just read it. So, you follow the format na ito. Okay? So, in the separate sheet. So, social media helps amplify the advocacy efforts by potentially reaching more people in more places faster than ever before. If you are to post this petition, what particular social media platform will you use to promote it? So, pipili ka ngayon ng platform na ipopromote mo to. Pwedeng yung YouTube, pwedeng Facebook, pwedeng TikTok, marami na mga web, mga application and platform na pwede mong gamitin para i-promote. But you have to choose kung saan ka kung saan mas marami na taong makakabasa, ma-reach mo. And explain your answer in 3 to 5 sentences. So, ito yung format sa gagawin mo para i-amplify yung advocacy mo. The social media that I will use is, halimbawa, Facebook ba yan? Bakit? Di ba? So, that's it, the format. So, next, what I have learned. So, ikakopy nyo lang yung illustration sa papel ninyo at i-complete nyo yung following conversation below by answering the question being asked. What were your thoughts or idea on the importance of ICT as a platform for change? Ibigay mo lang kung ano yung idea mo na ang ICT is platform siya para sa pagbabago, for change. Next is, what new or additional ideas did you learn after taking up this lesson? So ano ba yung mga additional knowledge na nalaman mo based dito sa module na to? So ano yung mas na-enlighten ka, na-clarify ka about our topic? Next, how did you apply the things you have learned on the use of ICT? So ngayon, yung application, how do you apply now the things? Paano mo i-apply sa pagpaplano mo ng campaign using online resources? Next, what I can do? Ngayon, gagawa naman kayo, magpo-post kayo, write a post about how social media has helped families, social workers, and the government in discerning information during calamities like COVID-19. So, paano nga ba nakakatulong ang social media para matulungan yung mga families, yung mga social workers, at saka yung government para ikalat yung mga information or i-grabs yung mga information sa mga calamities katulad ng COVID-19. So, i-differentiate nyo to from the past where information is only provided by the media, di ba? Yung TV, radyo, at saka print lang dati, yung dyaryo. Write your answer on a separate sheet of paper. Next, dito na tayo sa assessment. And then right after, you just have to answer this. So you just put you write only the letter of your answer. Next, additional activities naman. Sa notebook ninyo, write at least 100 to 200 words about how ICT is being used in our situation right now on COVID-19 pandemic. So parang it's an observation kung paano ba nagagamit ang ICT ngayon sa sitwasyon natin sa COVID-19. And that's it. That's the end of our module 2. If you have questions, please comment or send me a message. Thank you and God bless you.